The boy charged at the burly man but was grabbed by the head. The man mocked him mercilessly, as if toying with him. The boy was overpowered by the other man and was about to suffocate when, at the crucial moment, the girl appeared from behind and rescued him. The two of them took the small boat and drifted down the river. The girl finally arrived home and excitedly ran over, but when she opened the door, she saw only her father hanging there. Suppressing her grief, the girl burned down the house. With nowhere to go, the two could only aimlessly drift in the boat. Surrounded by lifelessness and bare trees, they floated for a long time until they finally saw a dense forest. They split up to search for food, but the girl vanished without a trace. The boy called out for her as he searched, only to be suddenly grabbed and pressed to the ground. The man, who remained silent, brought his two captives to an abandoned factory that seemed to be a base for many refugees. The leader took one look, and the boy was locked in an iron cage. Knowing he was done for, his final wish was to know the contents of the diary. He called out to the man in front of him, begging for help in reading it. The man took the diary but didn't read it aloud. Instead, he returned to his room and read it to himself. It contained the loving expectations and care of an old father for his son. The man was moved, perhaps thinking of his own life. Just then, the leader arrived and ordered him to put on a mask. The man obediently complied but suddenly began to plead with the leader. The leader remained unmoved. The man, carrying a gun, returned to the dungeon. However, he didn't kill the boy. Instead, he sat by the door and began to read the diary to him. In the diary, the father reminisced about the era before the toxic gas explosion, recording all the beautiful things. He refused to teach his son to read but wrote incessantly himself, worried that his son would develop unrealistic fantasies. The father knew he was harsh on his son, but it was a necessary survival tactic in the post-apocalyptic world. He could be kind to his son, but the harsh environment and the terrifying human nature forced him to be strict. The boy, tears streaming down his face, finally understood his father's previous suppression and training were only meant to keep him alive. The bespectacled man was deeply touched. He opened the cage and strode away confidently. The boy fumbled his way out and found the girl, taking her onto the small boat. In this terrifying doomsday world, they began their wandering once again.